Hello everyone, it's Philip from Panoramic RV. Thank you for joining us in this new video about the Panoramic. Today we're going to share a couple of new things for 2021 with you, and we'll also demonstrate some of the features that we might have not discussed in the previous videos. So let's start with one of the first new improvement for 2021. So the first thing we want to show you in the Panoramic for 2021 is how we redesigned the kitchen cabinets. We were already pleased with what we had, but we decided to go a notch further. The first thing we did is that we changed the mechanism on the drawers and made some bigger drawers. Instead of 6, we now have 3 unified drawers. So simple mechanism, you can raise and pull. You see the size they have. And we always, of course, have the soft close for them. They will slowly close and lock in place. Next thing we change is the stove. We still have that propane cooktop, so very efficient for cooking, but we now have that more contemporary design on the stove cooktop, and you can see that this is a strong place for 2 big pots or pan. Great place for cooking. Now, another thing that we change is the use of that new faucet, a little bit extended from the previous version. Reason for that is that when we were washing our hands, it was a little bit close from the edges. We decided to extend it to have drop of water more central to the sink. You notice also that we have that nice center cut, so if you want to use a little bit of water while you go, at least it goes straight into the sink. Another nice thing is that we changed the sink itself for a very fine, contemporary, very deep and strong stainless steel sink. So that's another great addition. Now, the last thing that we want to show you is a little trick inside the Panoramic. Most of you didn't notice yet. A lot of people were asking about the frame. What is that frame about? So this is just so you can put a nice picture in there, but it also serves a dual purpose. So that frame is mounted on an hinge, and inside it you have a little mirror, so as you're using the sink for brushing your teeth or for shaving, you are always able to see yourself in that mirror. So a new option available on the Panoramic for 2021 is the possibility to have an optional compressor fridge instead of the original 3-way. So we are using a Norcold 1152 compressor fridge, which is a 5.3 cubic feet fridge. It also have a freezer on top of it and a very interesting beverage drawer at the bottom. The Norcold also have a very low electrical consumption and a night mode to reduce the noise and the speed of the compressor during the night. Because of the little bigger compressor fridge, we now have to move the cabinet above for the microwave here above the counter, but that makes for a very interesting kitchen layout, and I'm sure some of you will be happy to see that compressor fridge. One of the change we did in 2021 is that we did cut that corner on the table with an angle, so we want to give more space when we move between the cab and the back area, so that little angle did a pretty good job. Now, we didn't lose any surface on the table, so if we want to be side by side as we're watching TV, or if we want to be face to face for dinner, we can still do that. We have the same surface, and if we want to have guests over and be 4 person sitting in this area, we can also do this. One of the very nice new feature of 2021 is that we now use that thermostatic valve. That thermostatic valve is one amazing improvement because you will set the temperature once when you get your RV the first time you take a shower, and once it's set in place, you will always have a perfect temperature. So you simply need to open or close the valve and the water will be just perfect for what you want to have. Combined with a regular shower head, this will be positioned here, and if you wish to change shower head, that's a regular system, so you could use whichever shower head that you want to use. Now I'll show you a little bit more about how we set up that shower. So now we're going to demonstrate how to use the shower space. But believe me, this is one of the difficult videos to do because we don't have enough depth here, so it's hard to see the whole thing, but I'll try to do my best to give you a good idea. So the first thing you need to know is that that shower curtain is on a track that goes all around the complete shower. So I'm going to cover this on this side. Now, some people were asking about the toilet paper, if I need to remove it. No need to do that because that curtain will cover on the wall, will cover the window and everything. We also have some Velcro in the shower curtain that will stick under the cabinet. We have two pieces, so they will both stick to allow more space in the shower. Now we also have a little opening here for that thermostatic valve that we discussed. So you just slide it through and you have access to the on and off valve. That's the only thing we need to do because your temperature is already preset on it. Now I'm inside and I can close the curtain completely. One thing I always do is I always cover the toilet with the curtain itself, so I don't need to clean the toilet after I'm done with the shower. I can also use the toilet to put my shampoo and other things here. And if I would be very tall, I could also sit on the toilet to allow more space for the water and to wash my head. So last thing I have to do is to close the curtain, and you will notice that I don't need to close the door because as I'm going to be taking my shower, if my arms extend, I have more space to wash myself, and I'm not limited by the space of the door themselves. The very, very nice thing about the panoramic shower system is that once you're done, you can remove everything, and everything around is perfectly clean. You don't need to wash the toilet, you don't need to wash the window, you don't need to clean the cabinets. Everything is contained in the shower curtain. If you get back to your place after a couple of weeks on the road, you can simply remove it, put it in the washing machine, and ready to go back again. So it's already the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Now we already know what will be the next video about. We do receive a lot of questions about lithium battery, about autonomy, about what are the capacities of the panoramic when it's off the grid. So I think that we'll try to give you some of the 101 requirement or keys to a good autonomy on a Class B RV. And in order to do that, I think that we'll have to do some off-the-grid cooking to give you a better example. So until then, I'm gonna be trying to find a good apple pie recipe from one of the famous chefs that we have here, if not the most famous chef in Quebec, Ricardo. So I'm gonna do a little bit of reading, and hopefully next time I can cook something up and show you the result. Thank you very much again. Hope to see you soon. Put the curtain in place, and then you have access to the